And now it is my great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Gerard Stevens, who has just received his honorary award. And what a great example of a leader from our pharmacy faculty, one of our graduates of whom we are so, so proud. I'm sure many of you have parents who use the Webster Pack. My mum does, my mother-in-law does. So many of the products of his company are so valuable to us as a community, not only in Australia, but beyond. I don't think I need to go through his CV again because I think we all heard it and were just blown away by it. So impressive has been his contribution and the awards that he has received. But I now very much welcome Gerard Stevens to the microphone. Thank you.
Chancellor, Professor Ramzan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates. It was 1968 when, just like you now, I sat in proud anticipation of graduating with a Bachelor of Pharmacy degree. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that I would be accorded the honour and privilege of addressing you here on this important day in the Great Hall of Sydney University. I am deeply moved and thank you for the opportunity. I want to pay particular tribute to your families. Without their support and sacrifice, many of you wouldn't be here today. Sacrifice is one of the consequences of passion, and passion is so important to leading a fulfilling life and career. Sacrifice helps to fuel that passion and achieve its objectives. My family made many sacrifices to help me through university, and I've made many since for my own family and professional ambitions. So if you have a passion, be prepared to make sacrifices. They are absolutely worth it. Of course, what I knew back then is completely different to what experience tells me I know now. Pharmaceutical technology and innovation were bringing fundamental changes to pharmacy practice and the armamentarium of knowledge required by pharmacists. It was exciting stuff. Heavens, mankind was about to land on the moon. Society's poor adherence to medicines is one of the great confounders of healthcare. You've probably been told that about 50% of prescribed medicines are no longer taken 6 months after initiation, even for chronic conditions. By improving adherence, we improve the results of our effort to champion the quality use of medicines. This is one of the foundation principles to modern pharmacy practice. It asks us to take steps that enable our customers to fully benefit from their medicine. For the benefit of society, pharmacists need to and are taking ownership of this problem. If not pharmacists, then who? Pharmacy is one of the most dynamic professions in terms of the rate at which innovations and advances in knowledge impact on practice. So don't think that now you have reached graduation, you can draw a line on your ongoing education. This accords with one of my most valuable university lessons. It's not so much what I learned, but more about how I learned. Fortunately, I learned this in time for my second year, which included a number of repeated subjects. Yes, I had a great time in my first year, which is fair enough, but I soon learned from the very demanding pharmacy degree that I was a small minnow in a sea of useful information still to be learnt and understood. Sacrifices had to be made. Sometimes there are only two options: sink or swim. By reaching graduation, you have clearly demonstrated an ability to swim. That's important because you'll continue to need that very important ability as a practicing pharmacist. When someone is standing in front of you with health problems and relying on you for help, it is the moment we've all been trained for. For those with innate curiosity, a light switches on. The problem-solving gears start turning, and a moment of magic arrives. For the patient, the magic is a problem turning into a solution and the relief of hope. For the pharmacist, that magic is profound professional satisfaction for helping someone in their moment of need. It is indeed a privilege to be in a position of such trust, and it helps to build and feed your professional passion. I hope you experience that feeling early on in your careers, and it remains forever fresh. Curiosity and a passion for solving problems also drove me to inventing and innovating. From inventing the Webster Pack, the first time a medication management solution went far beyond being simply a pill organiser, to now, that curiosity and passion has fed my ravenous appetite and resulted in more than 600 other innovations, and they're all dedicated to solving particular problems. Many people have good, innovative ideas, but few have the privilege, as I have, of seeing them come to fruition following patent and then implementation. It reminds us that good ideas or innovations are pretty worthless until they've been successfully implemented, and this is where the challenges really lie. There are far few more powerful drivers of loyalty and appreciation than helping someone achieve their health goals, whether overcoming illness to regain good health or maintaining good health. It's personal. Effective medication management and quality use of medicines is at the core of how we do this best. Effective medications management requires understanding what the key motivations your patient has to adhere to the medications they've been prescribed. For many, it'll be a desire to live independently for as long as possible. For others, it might be to regain their old lives and activities. For even others, it will be to minimise stress on their family. All of these are personal motivations. We must never forget that when it comes down to it, our success is linked to understanding what we do best, whether in community, hospital, or industry, is truly personal. Link that with a positive attitude and a commitment to effective communication, whether with the patient or work colleagues, and you have the right platform for success. As an employer of about 140 staff, it might interest you what I value when employing new pharmacists. I am very confident that, as University of Sydney pharmacy graduates, you have a good base of knowledge and a framework for learning more. I want to employ people with specific personal characteristics: sincerity, helpfulness, enthusiasm, attentiveness, friendliness. Today, I see before me a room full of potential, optimism, and anticipation. I know this potential will mature and result in countless improved and saved lives. Those who embrace curiosity and build a passion for making a personal difference to the lives of others will always be highly valued. I want to finish by sharing with you a mantra and driving philosophy that has served me well throughout my career. Never allow yourself the luxury of discouragement. Treat adversity as an opportunity to fight back and work harder towards the final objective. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all the best in your future careers.